What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to share 3 statues with you. One of them is DC related, and then 2 of them are Marvel related, and they're all gallery statues. And I really have been liking the gallery statues for a while now. They're very easy to find. For one thing, you can find these at GameStop, Hot Topic, and so on. They're pretty easy to track down. A lot of comic book shops have plenty of these. Also, they're very affordable as well. They run around the $40 to $45 price range on average, and then a lot of times you'll find them on sale as well. So yeah, I'm just a big fan of the gallery statues, and I know they're not like made from that like heavy duty material necessarily, but I'm okay with that because it's very tough to damage them. Like you can knock over a gallery statue 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be fine. There are some statues that are made out of like a heavier more heavy duty material basically, but they get damaged pretty easily. So yeah, I'm happy with the gallery statues when it comes down to it basically. And the first one here, like I said, is DC related, and this is the Penguin. This is actually part of a series of statues. I know for sure that they also have Two-Face and the Scarecrow as well that are considered part of this series. And what ties them together is each one of them somewhere has a Batarang on it. So you see with him, it's at the end of his umbrella. So yeah, I'm not sure what other characters might be a part of that series, but I know those 3 characters for sure. I've looked at the Scarecrow one up close, and I think I'm gonna pass on it. I mean, I really like the character of Scarecrow, but that's not my favorite interpretation of the character. The Two-Face one, though, I definitely want to pick up. I think that Two-Face looks really awesome, and I just need more Two-Face in my collection anyway. But yeah, the Penguin, typically I would not worry about, collecting this character, but I think this is a great look for him, and I'm definitely going to get this one out of box, and I'll get all these statues out of box. We'll take a closer look at each one of them. So yeah, we got the Penguin there, which I purchased with the help of Hot Cash. That's one of the main reasons why I went ahead and got this one, and plus I kept looking at it again. I kept looking at the images of it. I was like, I'll probably end up getting that eventually. But once I saw, the opportunity to use some Hot Cash to get it, I went ahead and jumped on that. And then the next one here, we have a Spider-Man gallery statue here, which is actually wall mountable. That's something I think is pretty cool about this. I think this is just going to look awesome displayed on the wall. And you see it's him there kind of leaping in between these pumpkin bombs from the Green Goblin. I just think that is so awesome. Such a very cool idea to make this mountable on the wall. I can already see back there where you can mount it. So that is really awesome. Yeah, this one was catching my attention for a while. I don't think it's been out too long though, but yeah, I definitely want to go and pick this one up. And I was able to get this one in the next one I'm about to show you because I traded in some old pops that I just really felt like I wasn't in need of anymore. Basically, I didn't really need them in my collection anymore. It was mainly a bunch of old Rick and Morty ones, and then there were some other random ones that I just wasn't so crazy about anymore. So yeah, I did a trade with a local comic book shop, and that's how I was able to get this statue, and like I said, able to get this other one here as well, which is the glow in the dark Carnage. You see it was a Comic Fest exclusive, so yeah, very cool. And Comic Fest exclusive, if you're not familiar with that, it's really like an event for comic book shops mainly, and they'll have different exclusives. So I already have the glow in the dark Venom statue, so I want to make sure I got this one as well. And I've actually showed that Venom one on the channel previously. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what is up with the glow, if it's just the eyes or if it's some of the body as well. I'm really not so sure, so we'll find out here together. I'm gonna go ahead and take all 3 of these out of the box. We'll take a close look at the details of them, and who knows, you might decide that you want to add one of these to your own collection. Focusing on the Penguin here first, like I said, really good representation of the character. Now the Penguin here, the actual penguin, the actual animal here with the rocket on the back, that definitely reminds me of Batman Forever. It makes me think about that version of the Penguin. Although I've always felt that Danny DeVito's Penguin, even though I really like Danny DeVito and I really do like Tim Burton, I felt like their version of the Penguin was just too grotesque. I felt like it was, not the greatest version of the character, because I mean, the Penguin is basically a really intelligent businessman when it comes down to it. You know, that's the way I look at the character. Yeah, and I think they just and they did have that side of him within the movie, but they also went very grotesque with him as well. But yeah, I like this look for the character. You got really the classic traits going on here. Again, of course, he does have an actual penguin with him. That is got his little helmet on and got his rocket on his back there. Okay, and then with the penguin himself, take a look at that face sculpt. That is pretty good. I think that's pretty good. They got the monocle there on his eye. He's got his long cigarette going on. Like I said, you know, there is this batarang that, you know, ties it together with the other statues that are available. I like that they actually put his at the end of the umbrella as if he caught it that way or something. And of course, we know his umbrella can be a weapon as well. As a matter of fact, I have an Artist Alley statue where there's actually smoke coming out of the end of his umbrella, or gas coming out of the end of it. But yeah, he looks really slick here too. I like the colors, you know, the purple especially. And notice that it's not just one shade. You know, it does have some shading going on there just to make it look more interesting. That hat, of course, is pretty cool. I like this coat as well. You know, look at all the detail there on the coat, how it's sculpted. Really good paint job overall. So yeah, they did a really good job with this. And like I said, you know, these statues are very affordable, run around the $40 to $45 range for the most part. And sometimes, you know, you'll catch them on sale for less than that. But with hot cash, this one was definitely an easy grab for me. I like also how the coat has some movement to it. You know, it's got some wrinkling going on and everything. Like this pretty solid. I like the base as well too. You see how the base has the two different levels going on there, the linoleum floor or marble floor possibly. Maybe it's meant to represent, but it looks pretty good. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Wouldn't typically go for, you know, a penguin figure or statue, but this one is pretty awesome there. So I'm gonna sit that aside sit it aside some. Let's take a look here at Spider-Man with those pumpkin bombs, and you see that this actually can sit flat on a surface, but I definitely want to put this up on a wall somewhere. It just looks so cool to me. It looks like, you know, something right out of the comics. It also does, of course, remind me of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, his first movie, where he was doing the flips and everything through the pumpkin bombs. It definitely reminds me of that. But yeah, this looks very cool with all these smoke effects around him. That is pretty awesome. And he has some nice shading going on as well. You see like some sort of black kind of mixed in there with the reds. There's definitely a lot of muscles going on as well there. But yeah, see here it has that spot where this can be mounted on a wall. I have a piece of artwork that a coworker got me for Christmas, and I think I actually want to put this up next to that artwork. I actually haven't found a spot for that piece of artwork yet, but I think they will look pretty good side by side. But yeah, this is really awesome. I'm very happy that I went ahead and got this one. And I don't really collect a whole lot of Spider-Man. I say that, but then I have collected more and more pops over time, especially the villains. But yeah, that was definitely worth picking up there. And then this Carnage, I love the look of this Carnage. It's just, you know, it's a symbiote, of course, but it's very different from Venom. I think this one is very much set apart, especially the Venom statue that I have that is also glow in the dark. You know, if you look at his face sculpt here, to me it's almost bird-like in a way. That's almost like a beak, the way it's forming there. It just seems very animalistic, very threatening looking. They do have like ridges there in his mouth, which is kind of interesting. I'm surprised they don't have a tongue going on, but maybe that's more to separate him from Venom, because that's what we see a lot with Venom, the tongue sticking out. But I like how his, you know, arm there is forming into an axe at the end of his hand. That is very cool. And it's simple, you know, I mean, it's just mainly red and black, but it looks really awesome there. And the sculpting of it, I think you can see that there. It's almost like you know, the muscles basically, like seeing beneath the skin, which is kind of creepy, but definitely works. And they got him just posted up here on a rock. I mean, it's very simple. You see this a lot actually with gallery statues, characters on rocks and things like that, but it works. You know, it does look natural. Look at this hand too, that claw forming there. Got like the razor edges, is almost like serrated. Yeah, that just looks really awesome. So yeah, I do like the look of this Carnage very much. That is really cool. I'm going to share a picture of the glow here so you can get an idea of what that looks like. And I was really happy with the glow of the Venom statue. I think it's a pretty cool idea to have statues that actually have parts that glow to them, or you know, maybe the whole thing glows in some way. I think it's a pretty cool idea. I don't even know if that's possible with statues that aren't PVC. You know, this is a PVC statue, so maybe that is one of the benefits of it. But again, like I said, I think that is a pretty cool feature, and I'm going to be on the lookout for that in the future to see if there is a glow variant of certain gallery statues. I'm very happy with all three of these. Definitely glad that I went ahead and added them to my collection. And again, like I said, you know, I got the penguin here with the help of Hot Cash, and then these two came from local, it was actually the same local comic book shop, Power Comics in Conway, South Carolina, which is a spot I really like to check out on a regular basis. And like I said, I was able to trade in some pops that I wasn't interested in anymore to pick up these statues. And that's something I've been saying for a while, that I really want to start to move towards statues more so. I'm still going to collect pops, of course, and other figures as well, but I really want to start to mix in statues and things more into my collection. And yeah, I'm working at that, obviously. So let me know which of these statues, you know, stands out to you the most, or do you plan on picking up any of these statues? And if you are a statue collector, let me know which ones you've added to your collection recently. Thank you all so much for taking the time to check out this video, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.